Hey guys, this is Alex from Your House Fitness. I'm going to walk you guys through what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a conditioning circuit. So we're going to start off with a 6-minute warm-up. Then I'm going to demonstrate the first circuit. We're going to take a little break. We're going to have a second circuit, again, a little break, and then we're going to finish with a cool down. So starting off here, we're going to warm up first. Let's get started. We're going to root our both feet in the ground. Kind of try to grip the floor with your toes. Soften the knees a bit. We're going to push the hips back so we're reaching the butt to the back wall. Then we're going to reach forward into a hinge. And then we're going to drive through. Squeeze your glutes. Pull forward. Drive it through. Inhale. Big reach. Find that stretch in your hamstrings. Drive it through. Let's get a couple more here. Nice deep breathing. Pull it through. Last two here. Squeeze those shoulder blades back together. Last one. Drive it through. Next one here, we're going to get a little wider in our stance. Turn your feet out a little bit if you need to. Getting into our bodyweight squat, we're going to push the hips back. Coming down into a squat. Keep that chest up nice and proud. Drive through and squeeze your glutes. Let's keep that going. Down. And reach. Find your breath here. Down, reach, let's keep that going for another 15-20 seconds. Coming down, drive it through, coming down, drive it through. All right, next up, we're gonna widen that stance a little bit more. Nice and open here, we're gonna pivot our feet into one direction. Let's drop that back knee, down to the ground, let it touch. Big reach here, up overhead. Getting some nice length here down your side wall all the way to your hip flexor. Coming back up, we're going to push through that front foot. Pivot through the hips. Other knee's going to come down. Same arm on that side is reaching up and over, nice and wide. Let's keep that going at your own pace here. Remember, we're warming up, trying to get our muscles ready, our joints ready for the workout. A couple more. There we go. Getting comfortable in this position. We're actually going to be seeing some lunges in today's workout, so this should help get you ready. Drive it down and reach it up. Now from this bottom position, we're going to come down into a plank. So let's get our hands nice and square, nice and wide with the fingers under the shoulders. From here, we're going to take a knee drive. Right knee to right elbow, left, left. Let's push up through the palms into a downward dog position. And then we're just going to pedal out the calves here. Nice and easy. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see. Pushing up, driving those heels, warming up the calves. You can transition back into that plank. 1 and 2. Back up. Keep pedaling here. Getting a nice stretch in the Achilles. Again, we're breathing, taking time to warm up properly here. 1, 2. And then back up. Now, next up, we're going to open up the hips a little bit. So let's kick that leg back. Then we're going to step through to the right hand. Now let that back knee come down to the ground. Now you've got a nice stretch through the hips. We're going to open up to the sky and then drop that elbow down, trying to get into that hip a little deeper. I'll turn around here to show the other side. Still in that plank, we're going to kick back the other leg, left leg. Stepping through, nice stretch, open up that T-spine, drop that elbow down towards the ground, and then back. From that plank, we're going to step back up, loosen up the shoulders a little bit, shake out the legs. A couple more movements here before we get into the workout. We're going to take a wide stance here, now getting into a lateral lunge. We're going to open up the adductors a bit. Let's lock the trailing leg so we're flexing the quad. We're going to reach the butt back and then find a nice stretch there down in the groin. Pushing back up, locking the other leg, back over to the other side. Let's get a couple more per side here. Back up, lateral lunge, looking good. Other side. And here we go. Okay, let's come back up. We're going to warm up the upper body a little bit here. So, bracing your core. Tension through the opposite hand. We're going to reach that arm up into flexion. That core tight, we don't want to arch through the lower back. As you reach your end range here at the top, we're gonna turn that shoulder internally and then reach it around. Let's reach back now, oppose that movement, externally rotate and bring it up. Other side, left arm, core tight, reach it up, reach it back. Good. Opening up that glenohumeral joint here, and then back up to the sky. Last one, we're gonna get some shoulder blades. Let's get the scapula moving here. Big circles, up, elevate, retract, depress, and protract. Nice big circles. We'll shift in the other direction. Keeping it going here. A couple more. And then finishing off with the elbows, let's pretend we're holding a plate here. We're gonna flex the biceps, turn those forearms, extend, back up, inward, and out. Here we go, a couple more, back in, and back out. All right, guys, great job with that warm up. I'm gonna get into the format of our actual workout here. So we're gonna have 2 circuits. Each circuit is about 8 minutes. So you're gonna have 4 exercises. We're gonna do each one for 45 seconds with 15 seconds of rest between each exercise. I'm gonna walk you guys through every single movement. Once we finish that first circuit of 4 exercises times 2 rounds each, we're gonna rest, demonstrate the second circuit, same format for that second one, and then we're gonna finish off with a little cool down, little stretch, get a little deeper in those things, okay? So, with our first circuit, you can use 2 cones, you can use 2 water bottles, anything you've got at home, any type of marker you want to put on the ground is going to work. It's just for a point of reference. So our first exercise is going to be a lateral shuffle. So we're going to start off in an athletic position, pushing those hips back. We're going to shuffle sideways and then touch the cone. Shuffle sideways, touch the cone. And then as we go, we're going to get a little pace going. And then you want to set those cones at a distance that kind of works to get 2 or 3 shuffles in. So after we do that first exercise, we've got 15 seconds of rest. We are then going to move into a reverse lunge with the knee drive. So we're going to isolate one side on each round. So in the first round, I'm going to step my right leg back, nice and strong through that front leg, and then I'm going to drive my knee through. Step it back, drive it through, step it back, drive it through. You can also do a progression to that movement by stepping back, and then as you drive, a little hop off that front leg. Or you can regress the movement, step back, and step it up, wherever you're comfortable with. So we're gonna have 1 round on one side. Once we come back around, other one on the other side. Movement number 3, plank position, which we warmed up for earlier. We're gonna walk our hands back into a squat, and we're gonna jump up to the sky, walk it back out, hold that plank, a couple seconds, nice and tight, pull that stomach in, jumping down, landing in the hips. So on and so forth. That's exercise number 3. And then exercise number 4, we're gonna lay down on our back for some bicycle crunches or bicycle kicks, whatever you wanna call them. Core tight, lower back's pushing in the ground, hands behind your head. We're gonna drive the elbow to the knee, back to center, alternating. Try to find control here. It's not about speed, it's about finding that contraction, keeping control of that midsection. All right, let's start that first circuit. I'm gonna set my timer here. You can follow along with me. Like I said, we've got 45 seconds for each movement, 15 seconds between each one, and we are going for a total of 8 rounds of 45 seconds. So let's get started. 10 seconds here. Get ready. We're starting off with that lateral shuffle with our cones. Nice athletic position. Push those hips back, and here we go. Shuffle, that's it. Nice and low. Keep your chin up. Nice athletic position here. Going at a good pace. Trying to stay low. That's it. Keep it up. Heart rate's gonna start to come up here. We really wanna focus on our breathing as we're moving, delivering oxygen to our muscles. That's it. Back and forth. Back and forth. That's it, guys. Keep it going. Got 10 seconds left. We're then going to move into our lunge with the knee drive. Back and forth. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 15 seconds of rest. Now, deep breath. trying to recover our heart rate here. Now remember, we're stepping back with one leg, and we're driving that knee through in 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Step back. Drive it up. Now we want to remember what leg we're stepping back with here, because on the second round, I want to make sure to balance it out and switch over to the other side. Set, nice control here, stable with that bottom leg. Almost want to try to push your toes into the ground as we drive back and then pull that knee through. Nice athletic movement here that can help with your running stride, building some single leg stability, dynamic movement here. A couple more, we've got 5 seconds. That's it, nice big deep breaths, and drive it through. Okay, let's shake the legs out, we've got 15 seconds. Movement number 3, we've got a plank to the jump. As I demonstrated earlier, let's make our way down to the ground. We've got 5 seconds before we start. Starting off in that plank in 3, 2, 1. Let's walk the hands back, jump and absorb. Walk out the plank. Let's hold here for a couple seconds. Really try to pull your abs in from that plank position. We'll then walk it back, jump and absorb. That's it. High plank. Pull that stomach in, bring it back, and jump. Go at your own pace here. If you want to go a little faster, make sure you keep it under control, or take it a little slower like me. I'm trying to find a good amount of tension here through my whole body to challenge myself while also working on my conditioning. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Exercise number 4. We got bicycle kicks, bicycle crunches, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna lay down sideways here so you guys can see me. We got 5 seconds before we start round number 4. Arms behind your head. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive. Exhale, drive. That's it. Keep it up. Keep tension in your stomach here. You want your lower back to be pushing into the ground. Working on preventing extension through that lumbar spine. That's it. Keep it up. Woo! Feeling the burn here, just like you guys. We're both going through it. We've got 10 more seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right. Shake it off. Take a deep breath. That's it. Trying to get our heart rate down between the rounds here. Got a couple extra seconds, and we're off. In 3, 2, 1, back to our lateral shuffle. So we're back to the first exercise. We're doing 2 times through for each exercise. Back and forth, back and forth. That's it. Nice and low, athletic position. Push those hips back, back and forth. That's it. Keep going. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Feel that burn. Glutes are lighting up here. Quads are starting to feel it a bit. Got a little sweat going. Almost there, guys. Got 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Shake it off. Deep breath. Back into our lunge. Now, first round, I was stepping back with the right. This time, we are going back with the left. Deep breath, starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll load that hip, drive it through. Nice control here. You can see nice stability throughout my whole trunk. It's gonna allow me to come up on that single leg and hold that knee up into flexion. That's it. Step it back, light touch, and go. Step it back, light touch and go. Let's keep it up. We've got 20 seconds to go. Push down through those toes on that front foot. Trying to grip the floor. Often neglect our feet in training. Very important to build strength from the ground up as we're moving. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, shake it off. We've got 2 exercises to go before we get a little rest. Let's take a couple deep breaths. Start to feel it now, heart rate's pumping, sweating a little bit. Back into our plank, walking it out, over into a squat. Load the hips, nice absorb. As you come down, hold that plank. Walk it back, and jump. Good. That's it. Jump it up. Keep control here. Pull that stomach in, walk it back. That's it. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Last exercise, bicycle kicks. Let's shake it off. Take a deep breath. Back on our backs here. The last exercise before we get some rest. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Almost there, guys. Keep it up. We've got 20 seconds to go. Drive that elbow to the knee. Keep in control. Drive and drive. We've got 10 seconds. Almost there. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. Good job fighting through it. As you can see, I'm feeling it myself. We're gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes of rest here. So I think you want to focus on between sets. Obviously grab some water if you've got it. If not, go get some. You've got some time here. And then I'm going to demonstrate our second circuit. We're going to be doing the exact same format, 4 exercises, 2 rounds for each one. And then after we get those 8 total rounds in, we're again going to rest and then finish off with our cool down. Okay? So everyone's doing a great job so far. Let's keep it up. For this second circuit, again, all you're going to need is your body weight. You've got your 2 points of contact. It could literally be 2 plates, 2 water bottles. Like I said, whatever you've got, you do not need cones for this. Now, progressing that movement that we were working on earlier, we had our lateral shuffle. Now we're going to be working on sort of a figure 8. So we're going to try to draw 8s as we move in and out of the cones. 1 round going in one direction, 1 round in the other. Now what that's going to look like, now again, you want to be aware of your space here. You don't want to hit or run into anything. From that loaded hip position, we're going to shuffle, but then we're going to step it back and then shuffle, keeping it nice and quick around those cones, back and forth, back and forth. As we get older, you know, we start to lose a little bit of our athletic ability, so working on these type of movements is very good for our hips, also very good for your coordination. That's going to be exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, a little bit challenging for some people. I'm going to give you 2 options. There's a harder version and also a regression if you want to make it a little bit easier. We're going to work on a single leg deadlift. So 1 round is going to go on one leg on the other, 1 round on the other like we did for the lunge. So we're going to soften the knee on that one leg. It's going to be grounded. Again, gripping the floor with your foot. We're going to kick that leg back and reach the arm forward. Find tension in the hamstring and then step it through. Keep that core engaged. You're going to hinge at the hip and then drive it through. Again, second round is going to be on the other side. If that is too hard for you and you can't seem to find the stability to do it, you can regress that to a kickstand deadlift. So what you're going to do is instead of having this leg kicking back, you're actually just going to kind of put it up like a kickstand. That front leg is soft and we're going to push the butt back. We're going to load the hip, find that same stretch in the hamstring, and then squeeze your butt all the way through. Drive it back, squeeze it through. We're going to have 1 round on one leg and 1 round on the other. Exercise number 3 is going to be a plank to a reach, okay? So kind of worked on this earlier, but now we're going to be adding a little bit more resistance to it. So instead of being with the back knee down, let me just demonstrate to you guys from the side. We're going to have that high plank position. Keeping those hips nice and steady. We don't want to be shifting here. We're going to reach up to the sky, pull down, alternating back and forth, back and forth. If that's too hard for you, you can also take it from the knees, reaching up and reaching down. But I think everybody should be able to hit that from the plank. And then exercise number 4, nice and simple. Classic movement here. We've all done this one before. V-sits. So you can have hands behind the head. You can also reach for the toes, however you want. You're gonna keep core engaged, and we're just gonna reach the chin up, slight flexion of the spine, and then bring it down, up, bring it down. If you wanna progress it, you reach for the toes as you're coming up and then coming down. All right, guys, that's your 4 movements. Let's hit this last circuit, push ourselves for a strong finish. Again, we're working 45 seconds with 15 seconds of rest. Here we go. Starting in 10 seconds, guys. We're kicking it off with the figure 8s. Nice and low in the hips. One round in one direction. When we come back to it, we'll go the other way. And we're off. Shuffle, shuffle, around, around. Shuffle, shuffle, around, around. Nice and low, guys. In those hips. If you get tired, don't worry about it. You can come back up, take a deep breath, and reset. That's always an option as well when we start to feel our form break down. Staying in that one direction, nice and fluid through those hips. Keep it up. Sorry about that, guys. Back and forth, back and forth. Stay aware of your space here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, deep breath, a little bit of rest here into our single leg deadlift. Okay, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do the kickstand version and the full version. So kickstand, foot back, coming down, drive those hips back, find the tension, drive it through. Reach the butt back, drive it through. That's it, guys. Keep that up, drive the hip. And if you want to progress that movement, feel like you've got the ability to do so, reaching out, find it, and back through. That's it. Drive through that foot and coming through. 10 more seconds, guys. Drive and reach nice and slow, coming through. Drive and bring it through. Nice. All right. Get a little burn in that front leg, shake it off. Deep breath here. We're going into our plank and reach. A couple more breaths, and here we go. High plank, up to the sky. Control here, not speed. Back down, rotate that T-spine. Up, big reach. Keeping the hands under the shoulders. We want to have a little bit of tension in our wrists and forearms. Fingers splayed out, nice and wide. That's it, guys. Big reach, graciously up to the sky. Back and forth. Almost there, we got 10 more seconds of this. Looking up to that top hand. Reach, and there we go. All right, V-sits. Couple deep breaths, heart is pumping. Keep it up. On your back, feet up, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Drive, reach. Nice and tight in that midsection. Finding some flexion through the spine, and then slowly extending. Nice control. Slower the better on this one. 1 rep at a time. A lot of people will try to rep these out very quickly and forget the purpose of the movement, which is to get some nice flexion and extension of that lumbar spine and through the T-spine. Almost there, guys. We got 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, couple deep breaths. Back in our figure 8, we're going the other direction. In 3, 2, 1, over, forward, around. That's it, nice and fluid. Think of yourself as an athlete. We're all athletes over here. Keep it up. Push yourself, stay under control, control that breathing. Deep breaths. I should hear you guys breathing if I was with you. Keep it up. Nice and fluid. Here we go. Keep it up. Got 10 seconds. Finish strong, guys. You got this. Almost there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay. Back into our single leg deadlift. I had my right leg back, Now, we're gonna go back with the left. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Push that butt back. Drive it through. Push it back. Drive it through. Keep tension to the core here. You don't want to overextend through the spine. Drive, that's it. You want to find that single leg, reach out, bring it through. Core tight, reach that leg back, drive it through. Nice job, guys, keep it up. Big reach, you can take a little pause here. That's it, we got 10 seconds, couple more. Control quality over quantity. We got one more, 5 seconds. And bring it through. All right, 2 sets to go and we're done, guys. Let's finish strong. Plank and reach. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Up, down, control. Up, big reach. Stack those shoulders up on top of each other. Getting some nice rotation through that T-spine. As I mentioned earlier, if you need to, take that down to your knees. I think you guys got this. You can push yourself with this one. Keep it up. Almost there. Reach it up. 5 seconds. Almost there, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. Wipe that sweat off. Take a deep breath. Last set of the day before we cool down. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Reset. Nice and slow. Hold. Feel that burn. Bring it down. That's it, guys. Don't quit on me now. You guys made it all the way to the end. Here it is. We got 20 seconds to go. Feel that burn in your abs. Almost there, guys. You got this. Got 5 seconds. Give me a couple more. And 3, 2, 1. And relax, guys. Great job, everybody. Proud of everyone for going through this. We've got a couple minutes left. Let's take a couple stretches just to kind of find our breath and cool things down. So first off, we're gonna lay on our back. You can bend your knees here a little bit. Now what I wanna do is really just focus on moving that lower spine that we were talking about earlier. So put your hands on your belly. We're gonna take a big inhale. Try to fill the tank here. And then you're gonna feel your spine come off the ground. And then I wanna exhale, contract, and then find that tension where you're pushing your belly button into the ground. Inhale, extend, exhale, down. Let's get a couple more deep breaths here. Last one. And exhale. Nicely done. My heart rate's starting to come down. You can see just by the tone of my voice, we're kind of cooling things down here. Now, let's get a little bit of external rotation through the hips. So I'm going to cross one leg over. Okay, you can bring that foot down. Depending on how much mobility you have, you can bring that knee up or you can leave it on the ground. I prefer to leave it on the ground. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my ankle and I'm going to push the knee forward and externally rotate that hip. Taking some deep breaths. Exhale. You're going to push that knee further out into and externally rotate that hip. One more deep breath and then push further. That's it, guys. Switch sides. My right hip is a little bit less mobile than my left, so you can see that I actually have a little trouble here, so something that I have to work on. A couple deep breaths. Exhale. One more. Push it out. Last one, big exhale, and push that knee. That's it. Okay, last one here. We're gonna hug our knees to our chest, getting a little flexion at the hip. Now we're gonna just kind of rock side to side, give yourself a little bit of a massage. Nice and easy here. letting go of all that tension. Very important that we cool things down as we finish up the workout. Well, that's going to be it for today, guys. I want to thank you all for joining me. Alex here from Your House Fitness. You can follow us at Your House Fitness or follow me, Chef Gold 1 on Instagram. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate every single one of you.